Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims info and thoughts video. So I have more work to do today than I thought. I'm still going to be doing a video covering the bunk beds update that just released, but there is some other stuff to talk about because there was also an Inside Maxis live stream that gave us some interesting info, both through like being addressed officially and also a little bit more leaked out. So without further ado, let's get started. So they did cover the whole like updates that came out today, but we're gonna talk about the Sims 411 segment. And they did address about how there are certain things that we want. They specifically mentioned cars and generations types of packs. Thankfully, there is a very handy article by Sims Community that has a transcript of this portion, which I will link to in the video description below, so you know what exactly they said. So let's go over this. SimGuru Azure says, we've seen a lot of questions from you guys about specific pack themes and features, such as generations, packs, and cars, and here's what we want you to know. We love your ideas first of all, and I personally really enjoy having those things in my game too. What we can say is that these suggested packs and highly requested features are always at the top of our mind, especially when we think about what we want to do next. As soon as these things become more real, we'll update you right here at Inside Maxis. What do we need to make it more real? Just to give you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at what we do to bring new content to the game, it involves many processes. We have to take important steps that are a part of the game development process, and often that takes a lot of time. This time is needed to ensure that we meet your expectations and that we're delivering the best quality to you guys. Sometimes there's also foundational technology that we need to work on, and sometimes we have to dig into the designs very deeply that make these things happen. And then SimGuru Bat says, we've read a lot of your feedback, and our goal is for you to be as excited about packs and features as we are. We put a lot of heart into what we do, and we try to make as many people happy as we can. But we also know it's kind of impossible to meet everyone's expectations. The great thing is, as our game continues to grow, and we look forward to delivering more stuff as the game goes on, for many more years to come. Many more years to come, SimGuru Azure adds on to that, so, oh boy, many more years. Well, there's a video I've been wanting to make for a little while about how I feel about how much longer The Sims 4 is going to last, and I'm glad I had that gut feeling that I should have waited a bit longer to do it, because, yeah, now there's also this. that just adds more for me to work with there. But there's definitely a lot of PR speak there, I feel. However, I feel like it is a lot more likely that they are working on cars and generations now, because if they weren't, then I don't think they'd be allowed to specifically point out those two things. I remember how with that open letter that they did last year as basically damage control for the Star Wars Game Pack announcement, one of the points that they mentioned is that cars, babies, farms, and bunk beds are not part of the next expansion pack, which would turn out to be Snowy Escape. And, well, we just got bunk beds today. So I think even though you shouldn't take it as 100% confirmation that cars and generations are coming, I think it does make it more likely. And then whenever we do get these, hopefully then we can look back and be like, yeah, okay, they were basically confirming that they are in development without truly saying that they are. With the way that they did bring up generations and cars though, I feel like they're not really coming that soon still. I've been really wanting Generations to be the next expansion pack, which will hopefully be in June. And I don't know, maybe it could still make it by the end of the year, but I don't know. Just like that Stormtrooper there doing the thumbs down, I'm just like, no, probably not gonna happen. So, yeah, that's really annoying because I'm gonna be very upset if we don't get Generations this year. It's like, they know we want this, and now they have literally said that, yet they're taking so long to do it. Yeah, I get it, game development is hard, but still, it should not take this long. If it is, then I think there's a really big underlying issue that needs to be addressed and reworked somehow. If Generations was just some niche request that maybe 10 people wanted, then okay, yeah, then I would understand why it's taking so long. But there's overwhelming demand for it, so it's just really, really annoying to have to deal with. And I can say a very similar thing about cars. I mean, I've been going on and on about cars for years now. It's something I very, very passionately want. And, well, at least there seems to be a chance that they're gonna come eventually. But yeah, I feel pretty similarly about cars too. On a more positive note, the Sim Gurus also revealed a couple of new hairstyles that are coming for free in the next patch. There's a short, curly sort of hairstyle, and then there is an afro. I really like how both of these look, and it is important to note, SimGuru Bat did say that the afro is not a replacement for the big afro that's been there since the base game that they previously announced they are going to update, thank goodness, because I think it's one of, if not the worst looking hairstyle in the game right now, and that is still coming, but it's still not being replaced. So yeah, we're gonna still be able to have this new afro as well as the big afro. No release date was specified for this next patch, but maybe we're getting it in April. We'll wait and see. But I do like this extra transparency from the team for showing us some upcoming hairstyles. I definitely love getting more hairstyles, especially when they are for free for everyone. But what's the tea about the leaks from inside Maxis? Well, it's time to talk about those. So, This Is Cohen made this tweet saying, did anyone else notice the new hair swatches when they were showing Cass? And the new trait slot on the left. So let's take a closer look at the screenshots that are here, and first thing I notice is, wait, there's a true black hair color swatch, which is something that many people, including myself, have wanted for years. And there also seem to be a couple of more browns and blondes. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there isn't any more reds or unnatural hair colors either, but still, this is going to be a pretty big deal, I think. And I think this must have been on purpose, right? They would have known, like, going into create a sim, and it's like, yeah, those extra swatches are there now. Adding on to that, Lumia Sims tweeted, yep, looks like we're getting a true black swatch in the next update. Left is the black right now, right is the updated black. So I guess this is just a thumbnail that was hidden in the game files after the patch went out today. And I'm so glad we're getting this. Yeah, I can finally have my self-sim look a bit more accurate to my real self. Just need body hair now. I'm really surprised we are getting more hair colors though, because as often as it was requested, I lost hope for this a long time ago. Because this would have been so much easier for them to do like 5 years ago. A year or two at most after the base game came out, so they wouldn't have to update as many hairs with the new colors. But now the game is almost 7 years old, so wow. Good on them for adding more hair colors, but geez, this took way too long, and it baffles me that they waited this long to do this. But taking a look at this other screenshot, I find it very, very interesting, the placement of this extra trait slot, because it's almost like if maybe you can get another bonus trait rather than just simply having another trait slot to use for a regular Create a Sim trait. So, I just thought of this now. Could we be getting secondary aspirations? From what I can think of right now, this is what would make the most sense. Otherwise, just put the trait slot beside where that perfectionist trait is. But yeah, maybe that could be it. So then we can have 2 aspirations active at the same time and just mix our objectives for completing the 2 aspirations at the same time. It would definitely not fix aspirations for me personally, because I much prefer how they worked in The Sims 2, but yeah, I guess that's something. But that basically wraps up that preview segment of Inside Maxis. So, unfortunately, no roadmap was revealed like I was hoping. Maybe that's still coming sometime in April like it did last year. But yeah, nothing about that. And I guess basically this stream made me more excited, but also scared about just how much The Sims 4 will overstay its welcome. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about everything about this Inside Maxis live stream, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!